Loads of stories. I mean, it's filled with stories about your life. Why put pen to paper and write them all down?
Well, pen to paper, is
Pen
it?
to paper,
Yes.
or finger to typewriter.
Well, that was the thing for me, is that these are stories that I've been telling all my life. And so it wasn't that daunting to be able to sit down in front of a screen and think I had to fill 275 pages. So I would just tell one short story at a time. And it's a compilation of a lot of short stories, both good and bad, from my professional life to my personal life, from childhood to adulthood. And it was very cathartic, actually. I really enjoyed the process of just unburdening these trap stories and just letting them out.
How do you remember it all? That would be my issue.
But it's funny, when you start focusing on a story for this particular reason, it all starts rushing back to you.
Yeah.
And then I would go to my brother or my sister and say, do you remember it this way? And they would rewrite it and say, no, you remember this happened first, and oh, okay, and I'd make the corrections. But it was a lot of fun to do.
You got your acting bug from your old man, your dad.
Yeah.
He was desperate to be a star in his own right.
Yeah, he had the typical actor's life of up and down and down and down and up and down and down. And yeah, he really wanted to be a star and never attained that level.
So when you and your brother then start sort of making waves and saying you want to get into acting, is he like, guys, become a lawyer, be a doctor, don't be an actor?
No, actually, my life was very challenging. My father actually left the family when I was 12 years old, and my mother became an alcoholic because she was heartbroken from this breakup. So from what was a very bucolic beginning of a childhood, then just split up and became exceedingly challenging. So
of all the stories in there, one that sort of stuck out in my mind that I absolutely didn't know about you was with you and your brother went on a 2-year road trip, and you went off, and at one point you were murder suspects. Yeah.
You've got the look down.
That's kind of the cartoon version. We were broke. We were traveling around the country on motorcycles, and we got jobs as waiters in a Polynesian restaurant, Hawaiian music and the whole thing.
Brilliant.
And the chef there, Peter Wong, was this horrible person. He hated everybody, and he was mean and awful to everyone. And so when the waiters got together before our shift, we used to always talk about, well, how would we kill Peter Wong? Everybody talked about it. I'd chop him up into the Mugu Guy Peter, and just cook him up in his wok. We're just goofing around. But someone wasn't goofing around. We came to the end of the season. My brother and I took off on our motorcycles again. But along the same time, someone actually did kill Peter Wong.
Wow.
And dump his body in the back of a trunk. This is perfect for Halloween time.
Yes.
So this is real, though.
it's right. Yes, it is.
So as you and your brother have ridden off...
very sad.
Yeah, but as you and your brother have ridden off into the sunset...
We go off, riding off, and the police came into the restaurant and said, is there anyone who's no longer here who talked about hurting or killing Peter? And they had to say, well, the Cranston boys... So they put out an all-points bulletin for us. They got the description of our... Yeah, and away we went. We didn't even know we were wanted.
Did they put wanted pictures? Did that all come up as well?
That's they did put out...
The Cranston boys.
Cranston boys. It made us a little bad.
But they eventually caught the real bad guys, and it was all right.
Yes, they caught the real ones.
Don't do that.
But it's so much fun.
Yes.
For more of the same, just click here, and don't forget you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
Well, I'm not only on someone's knee. I think we have a picture that I sent. I don't know if we...
I think we're going to show it now. They're just tracking it down.
What's
part
that?
of the body? That's great tattoo,
Okay, so that's... You see the curvature on the right side of the frame?
Oh, please don't.
Yes,
Where is that?
yes, it is.
Is that a cheek?
It's a bum.
It's a bum.
It's a bum. Yes.
So someone's sitting on you.
You made it
when you're on someone's bum. I don't know if that's a thing. I think you just made that up.